You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I just did a video yesterday afternoon about the fact that the FCC glancing in the direction of the NFL over their obsession with streaming was starting to get more interesting because it was becoming a bipartisan issue. You had Democrats, Republicans, people on both sides of the aisle getting together and saying, hey, NFL, you went way too far with putting NFL games behind paywalls. Well, it's officially on. It's officially on. The Justice Department has opened an investigation into the NFL because of frustration over streaming pivot. Boy, and on top of that, in part of my video I did yesterday, on the same day that story yesterday broke, Amazon came out and said, yeah, we think we're getting the Super Bowl here pretty soon. Not a good look for the NFL at all. This is Fox News. Justice Department reportedly opened an investigation into the NFL on Thursday. Today, this just broke, over whether the league used anti-competitive tactics against fans. The Wall Street Journal first reported the investigation. Fox News Digital reached out to the Justice Department and the NFL for comment. The reported investigation comes as Trump administration officials and lawmakers have warned about revisiting the Sports Broadcasting Act of 1961. The law allows the NFL to negotiate league-wide TV rights without violating U.S. antitrust rules, providing it meets certain conditions, including protecting consumer access. Senator Mike Lee, Republican, Utah, the chair of the Senate Judiciary Subcommittee on Antitrust, Competition Policy, and Consumer Rights, addressed the issue in a letter to the Justice Department and the Federal Trade Commission. He requested a review of the league's antitrust exemption status. Meanwhile, surging streaming prices and sky-high ticket costs have combined to leave the average American NFL fan boxed out of watching their beloved game altogether, or making it impossible to find. A Fox News poll in March indicated 72% of sports fans think major sporting events should stay free on broadcast TV. Amid reports the NFL was considering allowing teams to sell rights to preseason games to streaming services. FCC Chairman Brendan Carr on Fox and Friends last month said officials are reviewing thousands of comments on whether a significant share of sports should remain free on broadcast TV. Carr said the FCC is looking into whether the sports leagues should continue to benefit from the special antitrust exemption, and that public comments solicited on the matter largely support keeping games more accessible. Listen to this, folks. Quote, we actually got thousands and thousands of comments. Wow. It was a big number for the FCC. The vast majority so far, based on initial assessment, supporting keeping a significant portion of sports games on free over-the-air broadcast television. In other words, folks, if you're sitting in your house and you got a little, $40 antenna, you should be able to watch NFL games. That's what they're saying. So we'll be looking at that. There could be actions at other portions of the government and Congress as well if these sports leagues continue to push this issue. Carr made his feelings clear, stating he thinks the experience of finding a game to watch has become frustrating and costly. You effectively have to have a computer science degree to decipher this, adding that historically broadcast TV and sports leagues have had a mutually beneficial relationship that allows leagues to grow while supporting local news. Quote, we're at a tipping point where the leagues can push it so far, putting games behind paywalls, that they undermine their ability to claim the antitrust exemption. Wow. Outkick's Davey Hudson took to the streets of Nashville and New York City last month to talk to aggrieved fans. Quote, I think it's frustrating when you just want to watch a game and you have to figure out what app it's on. And when you're paying for multiple apps at one time, fans said. Another fan called the current system of watching games, quote, effing stupid. Well, it's effing stupid. You have to have 5 different platforms to watch all games that you want to watch. It's crazy as hell. It's way into the absurd. NFL fans who want access to every game need to purchase YouTube TV for NFL Sunday Ticket, in addition to costly subscriptions for all the streaming services on the NFL broadcast on. Those streaming services are Amazon Prime, Peacock, and Netflix. The combination of those respective services is over $1,500 a year. And that doesn't include the fees that come with basic cable packages or high-speed Wi-Fi that is needed to accommodate. Yeah, that's the other thing. You know, I can tell you where I'm living right now. I've got Starlink literally out on my street right now. They are laying wire. For what, Rhodes? For fiber. It's April of 2026. We're just getting fiber out here. All right. Again, I got Starlink. It's fast as hell. But a lot of people have been running their internet out here on speeds like 10 and 20 down. In the country, in rural America, of which people forget there is a ton of, internet speeds are still as such that streaming, things like, fast-moving things like sporting events, it's crap. The actual broadcast is trash. It's pixelated, it can buffer, and it can jerk. And it still does. I'm running fast internet. Amazon still does it to me right now. It's crazy. And on top of it, you had to pay extra to watch it. NFL is in a very, very dangerous position now. Their greed of thinking, we see all these opportunities with all these streaming services. And what it comes down to is these special games, Black Friday, yada, yada, yada. Those games should be on over-the-air antenna, free TV. I mean, Christmas Day games. Those should be on NBC, ABC, Fox. You get the point. And people are traveling. They get to a place. Well, guess what? Oh, we don't have Netflix. And you're like, really? Well, I mean, you which is absurd. You ought to be able to just put it on a television channel and watch things like Christmas Day football. If you ask me, there's too much football now. They're fixing to go to 18 games. Woo-wee, the NFL, Roger Goodell and the owners have finally took things too far. Peace, I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.